Hey YouTube, it is Gina again with another video. We are going to be dropping seeds again today, y'all. Today I am going to be dropping my pepper seeds. So my sweet and my spicy pepper seeds. Alright, so I'm going to show you what I'm doing and what I'm growing. What I'm going to be dropping seeds for. So what we hope to be growing. And let me turn the camera down so you guys can see. Alright, y'all. So I am doing a new method for me because I've never done seeds from the plastic cup method, okay? So this is my first time trying this. I have in here these little pellets. These are actually used for aquaponics, which is another method I'm thinking about trying, which is why I bought them. But I put them at the bottom of these cups because my cups are the same, so I wanted to create space between the bottom of the cup when I put the second cup in there. So what I did with this cup is I just went around it and cut a little slit from 4 places on the bottom with some scissors, and I did that with all of my cups, okay? And then I just had some soil that I'm recycling from, I don't know, something that I started seeds with last year. So this was a seed starting mixture that I'm reusing from last season, that I just dumped all the containers that had soil in them into this little metal aluminum pan. So I barely got enough of this last cup, but I'm doing 9 varieties total between hot and sweet, so 9 different peppers. Okay, so hopefully that stays there. Let me show y'all what I'm growing. I am going to start with the sweets. So last season I grew these for the first time, the Diamond Bells. I'm going to grow these again. This is just it looks kind of like a cream color when they grow, so like a white cream color pepper. I'm also going to be growing Purple Bells. This is seeds that I harvested from some that I grew a couple years ago, actually. I'm going to do some green bell peppers. Somebody sent me these seeds. I have lots of green bell pepper seeds, y'all, so I just pulled one out. I don't remember who sent them to me. This has been a few years ago, but somebody sent these. I'm also going to do, oh, nope, that's not a sweet. I'm also going to do red bells. All right, so the red, the green, the purple, and the diamond, okay? All right, so I think I have one more. Nope, I have 5 hots. Okay, so to the hot, I'm going to grow Scotch bonnets, and these were harvested from peppers that I grew a couple years ago because I didn't grow Scotch bonnet last year. I'm also going to do some early jalapenos, and I'm going to do some Tim jalapenos. So this is a milder jalapeno. Never had it before, but I want to try it. So I'm going to do the mild Tim jalapeno, and then I'm going to do some early jalapenos. I'm also going to do my cayenne because I use these to make my hot sauce. So, and I also like pepper flakes and whatnot. So and I'll put these in my salsa too. So I'm going to grow some cayenne, and I'm going to grow these again. I grew these last year, the Sugar Rush peach pepper. I'm going to grow this again. I like this in my peach salsa, and I will add it into my pepper flake mixture and, you know, whatever else, salsa, whatever. Okay. Yeah, my hands is ashy because I just washed them. But anyway, we're going to move on from that. All right, so we got our red cups with that in it. I'm going to add water to the bottom of these, and as I water these as I need to, the water will just seep down into the bottom and keep them from just sitting in too much moisture. Okay, that's kind of how that works. All right, so I'm gonna start with my sweets. I'm gonna make a little divot here And then I also have these little tags that I'm going to put in there afterwards that I'll write what's on there. But for now, when I do a seed, I'll just kind of tuck it under the cup. That way I know where I have what at. Okay? And if y'all hear my daughter in the background, she is playing a game. And girl, y'all know how these kids be. They be hype. Okay? So that's what that is, if y'all hear that. All right, so I'm going to drop like 3, I think, seeds per. Actually, I think I might do 4. Nope. I'm going to do 3 because I don't need. I said, y'all know, look, produce with purpose. We're not just going to be doing abundance of stuff when we don't need that many plants. We just don't. So I did do 1 little divot. I actually am going to do 3. 3. So they're not all on top of each other. And that way, if all 3 come up, I'll be able to separate them easier. That's the whole goal. So I don't know if you can see the little divots, but I have 3 of them. I'm just going to cover the soil over top of it. And that's it, y'all. So that was my purple bell. So I'm actually just going to sit that right inside the cup. Got another cup. We're going to do this red bell. Not drop way too many seeds. Whoop, damn. Darn it. Almost said, y'all heard what I really said, but I dropped a seed somewhere below. Anyway, so we're going to do the same thing. I'm just going to create 3 little small divots and maybe like about a 1/2 inch down or so. Y'all, I am with these god dang nails struggling with these seeds because I just flicked one somewhere. I heard it hit the table, but I don't see it. So we're just going to shuffle out another one. All right. So again, that time I think you can see them. The 3 seeds and the 3 divots. I am going to just cover those up. And when I get done, I will water them in a little. And we're going to see if this method works for me. It's a big pellet. It wasn't allowing my cup to kind of sit like I wanted it to. So I ordered a huge bag of these from Amazon. Because like I said, I'm thinking about trying out the aquaponic method as well. So I bought that and then a couple other things that you usually need when you do the aquaponics. So I'm not going to stick that one in. I'll stick it on top of it. So yeah. All right. So another cup. There's a big piece of stick in there I'm taking out. All right. And I'm just shuffling the soil around just to make sure it's flat and even, kind of. Create a few little divots. Now let's do these green bells. So this is the one that I probably will want the most plants from, but 3 is enough. Like last year I had, I think, 4 at the big garden, which were actually more for my friend, but she didn't harvest as much as I did from it. She kind of burnt out like most people do. I burn out too towards the end. But yeah, so I harvested a lot from there, so I still have a lot of bell peppers in my freezer, green bells. All right, so let's get these diamond bells done, and we're just gonna do the same thing with all of them. 3 little divots. So now this year, instead of just having a lot of the green bells to preserve, I will have variety, which is fine because I like having color in my dishes. So like if I'm making something, to have the reds or oranges or yellows or whatever in there, it kind of just, you know, and they have a different taste because the reds are way sweeter than the green. So it's the orange and yellow. So yeah. All right, so that's our diamond. So we got all of our peppers, our sweet ones going. Now we are going to do the hot. So I am going to start the Sugar Rush in the first cup. And this is a spicy, pretty spicy pepper. I thought maybe it would tell me what the spice level was, but it doesn't on the packet. So, but I like them. I like spicy stuff. So if you're not somebody who doesn't like that, you might not like these. I know that Broke didn't like them. He sent me seeds for this plant, which is how I grew them last year, from seeds that he sent me. He sent me all of it. He was like, yeah, nah, that ain't for me. But he don't like spicy stuff, so that makes sense. But yeah, I do. I will put them, like I said, in my salsa. I love salsa. I like crushed pepper flakes. I add that to dishes all the time. So it's right up my alley. I did find that I have a limit, which I already knew I did, because I don't like heat for the sake of heat. I like flavor, okay? So you won't find me just having hot stuff just because it's hot. I want it to be tasty. It has to be flavorful. So with this one, this is my cayenne. I'm actually gonna add 4 seeds, because yeah, it take a lot of those peppers to make a significant amount of hot sauce. So I made just about a full 16-ounce mason jar full from what I harvested this year. Well, not this year, godly, in 2024, because this is not 2024, trust me. Which y'all know because of the shirt I got on. But yeah, it took quite a bit, and I think I had 2 plants last year. So I put 4 seeds in there. Now we are going to do the Scotch bonnet. And I grew Scotch bonnet in 2023 and 22. I think 22 or 21 was the first year I did it. I can't remember. So it used to be a staple in the garden. Then I was like, last year I wanted to try some different stuff. So I didn't do the Scotch bonnet. I'm only going to do 2 seeds of the Scotch bonnet. So hopefully I get germination. I have found that I don't need to have 2 plants to get fruit, because the first year I grew Scotch bonnet, I bought a plant from my local nursery, and I only bought 1, and I got plenty that year. The next year I grew from seed, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and I got a bunch that year too. So, but I had several plants. I think I had 2 that year. All right, so now we're gonna do these Tam jalapenos. Let's see how those go. I hear people talk about them on YouTube, and I had them in my collection of seeds. I want to say I tried to start some last year. I can't remember if I got this plant or not. I don't remember any jalapenos in my garden, to be quite honest. So I don't think they came up. And if they did, they didn't give me fruit. So I'm gonna try them this year. I think they grow a decent size, so they're good for like doing poppers, like jalapeno poppers. So I want to try them though. They said they're a little milder than the normal jalapeno, which is not hot to me, but you know, why not? And then we're going to do our early jalapenos. This is just a regular jalapeno. It says that a harvest within 72 to 75 days, which is not early. What the heck they talking about? Because this Tam jalapeno say 67 days to harvest. I need y'all to fix it. fix it. Early means that I should get a harvest before this one. Just saying. That's the whole reason I pulled this one out. I do have another jalapeno seed too, just a regular jalapeno, but that's all right. We're going to do this one anyway. The nerve. Talking about some early. Early for who? It's supposed to be giving me a harvest sooner. The nerve. So that's 1, 2. All right, and 3. So there we go. We got all our seeds in there. So now all I gotta do is water them in a bit. The way I'm gonna water them is I think that I'm gonna take all my cups out of these cups and sit them in one of these pans with some water and let it soak up from the bottom and get it nice and moist. And then put water to the bottom of this because I don't want my seeds to sink down in the soil from watering from the top. That's just a preference of mine. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, is just put all of my cups in here after I get everything labeled so I don't forget what's what, and then let the water kind of absorb through the cups once this thing is dried, because that's how I know that it's absorbed all the moisture. I will then add some to the bottom of these cups. Actually, I might not even do that right away. I might wait until I feel like it needs some water and then add some to the bottom of these cups. As the seedlings come up, then I will feel more comfortable watering from the top, okay? That's just my preference. And I'll bring you guys back. So once I start seeing some seedlings pop, I will bring y'all back. Hold on, y'all. I will bring y'all back so that y'all can see what's going on. So once the seedlings pop, I'll show you that. Once they get to a certain size, I am going to split them up. I'm not going to leave all of them in inside of 1 cup. This is just the amount of cups I had to start with. I need to get some more if this works out, because I don't want to just spend a lot of money to do this method and it don't work for me. So I'm gonna give it a few weeks, see what's going on, and then once they get a good size, I'll separate them out, because I want to leave them in these cups if this works out until it's time to transplant them outside. But I'll have each plant in its own individual cup. So my hope is to get 2 plants for most of them. A few of them I would love to get all 3 seeds to germinate, but for some of them, like the purple bells, the red bells, the diamond bells, if I just get 2, I'll be okay with that. I don't feel like I need that many plants. So that's the plan, guys. I hope you like this content. I'm trying to bring you guys along step by step as I do prep for my garden for the spring, just so you see what I'm doing. I'm trying some different methods, and I'm also using some methods that I've used in the past. The videos that you've already saw that I've done where I've started seeds outside, that's typically, I don't usually do it outside though. I usually have a grow tent with lights, artificial light. But that's the method how I'm starting is how I do it. The only difference is it's in my greenhouse this time. So I typically do start my seeds like that every year, and I might do a few of them through the hydroponic just because they come up faster, like the peppers and the tomatoes. But I want to try this method just to see how it works. It's still early enough for me to test out this method, and if it doesn't work, put some seeds in my hydroponic system to get started for my peppers and then also my tomatoes. All right, guys, I hope you like this. Let me know what you think about the content, and like I said, I'll bring you back and let you know what's going on. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.